This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and I'm going to do a live session tonight. I'm just waiting for folks to come in. Hello, if you come in. Got a little glare off of this, but Ian, hi, how are you tonight? I just started. Hello to folks that are coming in. I'm just getting a start, just waiting for folks to come on in. I hope everybody's going to have a good weekend. I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired. It's been a busy week tonight. I'm a little tired tonight. It's been a busy week. So let me know who you are when you come in so that I can say hello to you. I am going to work on my reverse collage again tonight. Usually what I do is at the beginning show the pages that I've worked on. Yeah, it does feel like that this week. I think it's because of the weather. I don't know how it is over in your part of the world, Ian, but oh my goodness, we've had a rainy week. Hi, Tina. Welcome. I'm just getting a start for folks to come in. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you, Nancy. Been thinking about you lately. I think because I saw I was thumbing through the pages and I saw that image you sent to me. So what I usually do, 80-mile-per-hour winds and rain. Is that what you're having, Ian? 80-mile-per-hour winds? We aren't having those here. They're having them down in the... Oh, really? Wow. That's almost hurricane force, 80 miles an hour. I am still working in this Childcraft encyclopedia. I try to do a page in it every Friday night, at least get a start. And at the beginning of the sessions, I just kind of like to show the pages that we've already worked on. I was going through it tonight and looking at pages and choosing photographs to go with it. So I have some photographs stuck in between. I think this is the first finished page. Don't cry over moldy bread. And Daydreamer. I still need to put titles on these. Just short of a tornado. Oh, Ian. Wow. Now we get those in the Midwest and they're no fun. No fun at all. Hi, Janet. Welcome. I was going through the pages that we've already done. Isn't that cool? I don't think I'm going to do any more to this drop paper. I think I'm going to leave it just like it is. I'll probably put another drop paper down on it and do something else over the top of it. This is probably about layer 10 of my drop papers. So at some point I'm going to pull them off of this foam core underneath, just a dollar store foam board. It blows the leaves off. Yeah. We're getting the leaves blowing off of. I should say, if I get disconnected, come back in. I think I might be upside down here. There it is. No, it's still upside down, I guess. There. Yeah, I think I'm going to, whoops, let's get on my desktop here and there. I think I'm still going to have trouble with getting disconnected. It just seems to be the way it's going to be. So if I get disconnected and you're in the room, I'll be right back. Time 1. Let's see how many times that happens this week. So welcome to everybody who's in the room. If I didn't see you come in, if I didn't have a chance to welcome you, welcome. So I was going through the book here and reviewing the pages that we've already done. Hi, Lillian. Welcome to you. Oh, thank you, Janet. This is the page we worked on last week. I really like this. I was going to come back and work on this eye here a little bit more. Seems like I set this book aside and let it dry, and then I get off to doing other things during the week, and I don't get my touch-ups done on it. So we're getting quite a few pages. This is the astronaut page. Thank you, Janet. And I guess I'll call this the Ships Ahoy page. Hi, Leslie. Oh, Leslie, I sympathize because my phone is acting funny. I'll be in and out too. It's already disconnected me once. This is the One Erase page. We're getting quite a few of these pages done. The Believe page. Imagine This. Wishful Thinking. At the Table. But I still have more photos. Oh, really? Those old computers, they decide for you sometimes when to do those updates, unless you put it on manual update. These are some photos that I pulled out of other books that I'm going to fussy cut. I'm going to set those aside. The page that I'm going to work on tonight is right at the very beginning. And I found this page out of another Childcraft magazine. I found this photo of a young girl making circles. Isn't this cool? And you know how in our art groups, there are a lot of mixed media artists in our groups who love to make circles. And then this is just a photograph of a man at an easel. You can't see it because it's dark. The background area is dark. But he's painting a picture. And he's painting, I think, this still life of apples and pears and fruits. And then here he is, and here's the finished one. Hi, Diana. Welcome. So I'm going to work on this page tonight, and I like to read the text. It says, an artist paints a picture. You can paint a picture if you have a brush, some paint, and a piece of paper. And fingers to smear paint with. You dip the brush into the paint and away you go. You paint a picture of your mother, your father, or of a flower or a dog, anything. In a way, you're an artist. But famous artists had to study and learn about a lot of things before they could paint. The kinds of pictures that you see in this book. Before they could paint the kinds of pictures that you see in this book. The man you see in this photograph is a famous artist. His name is, I can't pronounce his name. I'm calling him George de Shrikio or something like that. Giorgio de Chirico. And I know I butchered that. Turn the page and see how he paints a picture. So I'm going to do reverse collage on this. And this is all black and white. So I want some color on this page. Welcome to everyone who's come in. Thank you for stopping by, and if I freeze or if I drop out, if I get disconnected, hold tight, I'll be right back. It's already happened once tonight. So I like to do my reverse collage now right at the very beginning of my sessions. And then got a couple of other things I'm planning to do tonight. Are you doing filming wireless? As that can be a problem. Yeah, Ian. The camera device should be cable connected to the computer. Yeah, I know. I just don't have that setup, Ian. I don't have it, and yes, I'm doing wireless. And that's probably why I'm getting kicked out all the time. My piece, I've got a laptop, but it's not hooked up to, it's not online on the internet. And my internet comes through Wi-Fi through our phone service. So it's going to be touch and go, I think. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Hi, Wendy. Welcome from Australia. And Karen, hi. Welcome to you from Canada. So, yes, this is the picture. Isn't this a fun picture? And it's got the text right here that I'm going to leave. Oh, you are from, Diana, you're from Australia too? Oh, for goodness sakes. Hi, Lottie. Welcome to you. Every time I see Lottie now, I think that one of my relatives is visiting me. We've had some chat offline, and we're thinking that there may be, well, we don't know, but I'm going to call you my cousin, Lottie, my long-lost cousin. Hi, Kathy. Kathy. Welcome to you. I just love, yeah, Lottie. I just love seeing you guys come in. You really energize my Friday nights. Good day. I can't say it in Australian. Wendy, are you going to do a live tonight? Or it would be today for you. Hi, Laura. Welcome to you. Oh, wow, we've already got 15 people in here. I better get started. I want to get some color on this page because both of these are black and white. And I was thinking, since he's painting fruit, and we know the fruit is yellow and oranges, so I picked out some. This is called Georgia Clay. This is Deco Arts. I really do like this. It's kind of like a red brick clay and an orange. And I picked out some ivory. Did I pick out a yellow? I got a gold over here. So I'm going to put some of those colors on. I'm going to try to keep it fairly limited. I have a brown. And one thing that I like to do is get a pencil or a pen out here. I did not get my Inktober done today. I worked and worked and worked getting that. Thank you, Karen. Laura, that's funny. Laura says, Ian, I'm going to stop saying hi, girls. Just say hello, folks, Laura. I lost my train of thought, so I guess it wasn't important. I did not get my Inktober done because I worked and worked and worked on that Sebastian the Grasshopper video. And I did the voiceover about 4 or 5 times yesterday. Thank you, Karen. Just trying to read. I did write it, so I read it. And I recorded it using my phone. But I stumbled so many times that I didn't. It took me a while to get it. Hi, Gail. Welcome. But then I got it all uploaded, and I checked it, and I spelled Sebastian wrong. And I couldn't correct it because it was my art on my thumbnail, and I could correct my description, but I couldn't correct my thumbnail, so I had to reprocess my video, and then I uploaded it again, and I did something else wrong. I can't remember what it was, but I uploaded that video and deleted it 3 times. So I didn't get my Inktober done yesterday. I'll be doing 2 Inktobers tomorrow. So I usually do the Inktober for the previous day, so that I can have it uploaded the day. Hi, Aunt Beck. Welcome. So, one of the things I like to do is save the text. And this is my R2 pen. This is not my big black pen, but I just kind of draw a line around it to remind me not to paint it out. And I want to save the text on this photo too. I think I'm just going to draw a circle or a partial circle around it. A scribbly circle. Just remind me not to paint it out. I should make that into an apple. So I'm going to go ahead real fast. I'm going to go ahead. I think I'll start off with the orange maybe. And the yellows. And I have been enjoying these paints. Craft Smart. I should be using that instead of the apple barrel. Let's put it back. The Leslie McGrath, Scrapping Life Away. I think she's in the room tonight. Check out her videos. She's got a channel. I should do a, while I'm yakking here, do a channel shout out. Aunt Beck has a channel. I love to watch Aunt Beck's videos. Janet does not have a channel, but she posts her art almost daily on Facebook. Janet, I just love your pages. I look forward to seeing them almost every day. Ian has a channel. Ian is an admin in my year 2017. Wendy has a channel. And Wendy, I don't know if you're an admin, but I do know that I think you're on Gina Aaron's design team. And Gail, I keep forgetting if you have a channel or not. But I sent her package today. I sent her sketch out today. I have been so slow in getting these sketches sent out that I worked really hard and got them all sent out today. Aunt Beck, I love her channel. Handmade by Diana. Just says to me she has a channel, but I need to hop over there, Diana, and check it out myself. You can check on the icons. I can't do it during the chat, but it'd probably disconnect me. Laura, I'm not sure if you have a channel that you're doing videos. If you are, go ahead and shout it out for us. Karen. I know Karen from Canada because of Giselle Grenier. Is how I got associated with Karen a couple years ago. Karen does beautiful art. I'll just have to let her know. I remember, Karen, when you went out and I think you sketched some leaves or something. You went for a walk and you brought, I think it was some leaves or some outdoor nature things and sketched them. And going, wow, she did a really fabulous job. I'm scrolling back through here. Lottie. I think I touched on all of them up to now of the channels. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and Leslie McGrath gifted me a set of Craft Smart paints, and I've been using them in my Friday nights. Been loving these. I'm going to use oranges and yellows. I might even be getting to the bottom of some of them. And I think I'll put a little of this Georgia clay. This is Deco Art. And I really do like doing this reverse collage, which is basically painting out what you don't want on the page and leaving what you do want. And then I collage a photo over the top of it. But I really like doing it for the live sessions. It's messy, but I don't have to, I'm standing up. And I don't have to be concerned about precision or getting things right. I can just kind of finger paint on these pages. And I'll say it again, if I get disconnected, hang tight. I'll be back. Look, I always get some in the text area anyway. And basically all I'm doing is, well, this page had no color on it. So there was no color to bring out on the pages. So I'm adding my own colors here, but I'm basing it off of the page, that's the next page here that has a picture of what this guy painted, which was apples and fruit. I think it was probably oranges or pears. These are pretty fall colors though. I need some more orange up in here. I need some of this Georgia clay up in there. Lisa, how are those wildfires going in California? Are you okay? We're all thinking about you. And I don't mind if it gets a little messy on the edges here, but I do feel like I need some circles. That's what I need on this page. Some circles. So let's make some circles. And I think what I'm going to use is the bottom of this paint. And I think I'll use my Georgia clay. And I think I'll get out another piece of wax paper to do that. Welcome to everyone who's come in the room. If I've missed you, welcome. Thank you for coming. You guys energize me on Friday nights. I have to say, I said it before, but I'll say it again. This week, for some reason, just wore me out. I was not energized by Friday night. Oh, Lisa says it's very smoky where she lives. In Sonoma County, Santa Rosa is the city that she lives in. My sister, who has passed away now, lived in Bakersfield. And she had asthma problems, breathing problems, respiratory problems. And when those forest fires hit, she had a time of it. I don't know how good of a circle that's going to make. Let's test one up over here. Oh yeah, it'll do okay. But what's important, Lisa, is that you stay safe. Crystal says, I remember years ago there were severe fires in Canada and smoke came down to Massachusetts. And it smelled. I lost you. Oh, Crystal, I did something to you. I didn't mean that. I don't know what I did, Crystal. Crystal, if you're here, say something. I don't know what I did to you. It looks like I deleted your message. I'll read it. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to find your comment. I apologize. She says, I remember years ago there were severe fires in Canada and the smoke came down to Massachusetts and it smelled bad. I cannot imagine what you're going through. Are you here, Crystal? Good. I apologize. I was scrolling back to your message and for somehow I fat fingered it and deleted it. But I read it, so I'm sorry. Those things are unintentional. I apologize when those happen. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Hi, Lucia. Welcome to you. Lucia, I got your sketch mailed today, finally. I'm going to put some circles on here, hopefully. This may not be the best thing to do them with. Good, Crystal. I'm glad it's working. I want to tell you guys something about the blocking and everything. You guys have been so good to me. I have not had to do that in here. But if I intentionally block somebody, I will give you 3 warnings first. Nobody in here does that stuff. Yeah, I haven't had to encounter that. So if you if I accidentally block you or delete you or, hopefully I'll catch it like I did Crystal. But if I really mean it, I'll verbalize it and you'll know that I mean it. Otherwise, it's totally an accident. Yeah, that's my problem, Lucia. This phone, the keyboard, and my phone is hooked up on a stand, clipped to a stand, so that it can show the picture, so that it can show the table. And, let's see, I guess I'll put one in there. And it's hard, in order for me to see the comments, sometimes I have to touch the screen, because though, I would never block you, Lucia. I would never block you. And speaking of Lucia, she has a channel, is out there watching her Halloween journal video. It's so cute. And she was telling about some kitties. I got so engrossed in your little kitty story. Some little kitties that their mother got ran over or died or something, and Lucia's been taking care of them. So if you have not found Lucia McGill, go check out her channel. Let's see, I think I'm going to call that enough circles on that page. I might put a few on the photograph. What did I do with the photograph right here? I don't want to put a lot on there. I'm going to put the book aside and let this air dry. I'm not going to risk turning on the heat gun unless I absolutely have to. I'm going to let it air dry. I'm just going to put it across the room. And let's put a couple circles on her page here, maybe lightly. Yeah, I kind of like that. One more maybe, right here. Yeah, maybe one. That one needs to maybe be a little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to quit. I don't want to get too many on there. Now I have a painty. I better wipe this off before I set it on something and get the something all messed up. Okay, let's put this aside. I've got to do a couple different things tonight because it seems like I go through the process of these reverse collage pages pretty fast, and I like to finish them offline. What I have are no sketches. I have no sketches for my contest. But I do have a contest plan. And I want to tell you, I was at the dollar store today. It was Dollar General. And they had these Halloween socks. And they're only $1. They're only $1, and I'm going to give them away. I think they're so cute, but I want to let you know where they came from, and they're nothing expensive. If you win one, you're free to cut it up in your art, use it for dust rag, or wear it when the trick-or-treaters come. Aren't these cute? They only had 2 pair of these left. So I only got 2 pair, but I have another idea for the 3rd contest, which will come a little bit later. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Crystal said she would think of me and wear them. So what I'm going to do is the same type of contest that we've been doing. I'm just going to call this, it doesn't matter, 1 and 2 are the same. But just for me to keep track of who won what, I'm going to put number 1 and number 2. And then I'll write who won it on the back of the tag. So, we've got 24 people in here. So, I want you to think of a number between, well, let's just go between 1 and 50. Now, don't say anything until I say go, because I need to write down the number. Okay, go. And I'll give you plenty of time. I usually try to allow for people lagging. Ian, I'll have to ask you about your comment later. It flew by me. Are we pretty much finished? I'll give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the number was 26, and I think I saw a couple of you that were really close. I saw a 25, I think, and a 27. Laura had 25. And I think I saw Aunt Beck had 27. Ian says it's a program an algorithm that searches a system that why humans have to go in and reverse it. Huh. 31, 1, 32, 21, 5, 28. Janet, you were really close. 19. Yeah, Aunt Beck had 27. I think I gave them both away in this contest. That was quick. Oh, Gail. These are ladies' socks. You might be able to. And these are sock size 9 to 11. If you couldn't get into the socks, oh, well, Aunt Beck, it looks like you're going to get these kitties on your feet. If I give away something like this, like socks or something, you can always use them for in your art or use them as a dust rag. I mean, they're not expensive. I'm leaving the price tag on, not because I want you to know how much they cost, but because I want you to know I do not spend a lot of money for this. And I had a crazy week last week. I did not have time to get my sketches finished. So I'm going, what am I going to do? And when I went to the post office today, I had to stop at the dollar store. A sock monkey. Wouldn't they make cute sock monkeys? It'd have to be a pretty little one. That would be fun. So, I think, Laura, I don't have your address, but I have Aunt Beck's. So, I'm going to write Laura on one, Laura G. And Laura, if you will email me at themeriatelier.com or Facebook me, I think you're on Facebook, at Meridel Abrams. Aunt Beck. So, that contest went really fast, didn't it? I do have something else that I'm going to do, though. Let me show you. I need to reach over here into my little cupboard where I keep my paper. I'll pull this out. Nope, that's not the one. That's a journal. I have a watercolor pad in here. Here we go. I'm going to pull a sheet of watercolor paper out. And let's see, let me reach up here. I don't know if you all had a chance to look at the video that I uploaded today about Sebastian. Sebastian was inspired by Dee Dee Willingham's, I think it was her episode 11 video. I'm getting there. Hold on a minute. I want to put this paper over here because I don't want you to see this because I'm going to do a video off of this side. That's coming. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to tape it. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I should have done this before the chat, but, you know, I thought I had everything ready to go. But what I'm going to do is, in Dee Dee Willingham's episode 11, Society for Idea Collectors video, she did a mind map off of Halloween. And I followed along with her, and I was mind mapping. She did a picture of well, she did two. The first one she did was a turtle, and his shell was a pumpkin, the top of a pumpkin, and he had bat wings and something else. I don't remember what it was. It was three things. And then she did a squirrel that was wrapped in a mummy and had a tattoo on his tail, and his foot was caught in a spider web. So cute. Well, she got me inspired, what she always does. And so I picked my three Halloween things, and I came up with a spider, a full moon, which is over here. That's coming in the next chapter. And spider and web, a full moon, and an astronaut costume. That's not on here yet either. But when I was chatting with my art friends, we talked about that. We do that Zoom meeting, and they were doing their art, and I was just sitting there not doing anything. I thought, I'm going to sketch my spider. So this is my first sketch that I did in my Society for Idea Collectors. And I just sat down. I did go out and Google spiders the night before, because I didn't know much about spiders. I don't sit and watch spiders or tear them apart or dissect them. I just go, ew, a spider. You know, so of course this does not look like any specific spider. But I knew I wanted a heart on his back, because every time he thinks something nice, the way the story goes, I made up the story, every time he thinks something nice, that little golden heart glows. And that tells all the little insects and bugs around him that he's not going to eat them if they want to come talk to him. So that's the purpose of the gold heart on his back. And the other thing I learned about spiders, and I think Leslie's in the room here, I had said, I did not know. Hi, Ross. Good to see you. Yes, Gail, a sailor, and I'll explain that later. He's wearing a sailor hat. That's got to do with the next chapter in the story, too, which probably won't come out till Sunday or Monday. So, yes, he's got a sailor hat. And do you know, was it you, Lottie, who said a sailor hat? Who said the sailor hat? I lost it. Oh, Gail. Gail, you are the first one that said a sailor. I put the sailor hat there to see if anybody would wonder what that sailor hat was there for. So, it's part of the story, and it's coming. So I thought this was not hard to sketch. The other thing I learned, I was telling about the spider and what I learned about the spider in our hangout, in our Zoom meeting. And I looked up to see if spiders could see, because I didn't know if spiders could see. I didn't even know if they had eyes. Most of them have from 6 to 8 eyes. And the ones that I looked at had 2 large eyes and 4 smaller eyes, and then 2 eyes over here on the side. So that's what Sebastian has. Some of their eyes are spaced differently, and their heads are different shapes and everything. And then they have from also 6 to 8 legs. And one of the articles that I was reading said that they have 48 knees. And I was thinking, well, you know, if they have 8 legs, they must have 6 joints in each one of their, or in each one of their legs. So 8 kneecaps. Ouch. Think of the knee surgery. And then just the rest of this is just general how I drew it. Just kind of the shape of a spider. So I thought that what I would do is do another sketch of Sebastian here, right here tonight, and hope he turns out. I'm going to paint him while my other page, my reverse collage page, is drying. And hopefully I'm going to give him away tonight. So while I'm chatting, I'm just going to start, and this is going to be freehand, guys, and this is going to be sketching in ink, and I'll probably paint over what I don't like. So, but this is usually how I start. I just start kind of putting in where I think the head would be, where here his, of course, now I've sketched him 3 or 4 times. And I want to say, if you're in here and I'm looking down at the paper, concentrating on what I'm painting or drawing, Laura says, I can't pronounce that, Laura. Arnichids or something like lobsters or crayfish. Hi, Nikki. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, Nikki. Nikki, your sketch is coming out to you. I mailed out all my arachnids. Arachnids. Spiders have eyes, but supposedly they have poor eyesight. Yes, I read that. That must be why they need so many eyes, is that they don't see very well. But anyway, if I'm concentrating on drawing this and painting it and I freeze and don't notice it, hang tight. When I look up, I'll be right back. So I want to get this done. And I have sketched this 3 or 4 times now, so it should not be that difficult to sketch. And I'm going to put a sailor hat on him. And yes, he does have a sailor hat. And I will tell you, I'll give you an advance peek into the second story. He has a friend. And his friend is a flying squirrel. So I'll tell you that much. It'll show up in the next story too. Now I'm really kind of putting in little dotted lines here. That they have 2 things here in the front. And I have to gross you out, guys. They don't, Bullwinkle. They don't chew their food. They stick their fangs in their prey. And they poison it. You know, they paralyze it and poison it. And that venom, this is what I was reading. I don't want to gross you guys out, but this is what I was reading about how spiders eat. Because how do they eat? And they spray that, they put their fang in their prey, and that venom will juice everything, all the innards of their prey, and then they'll suck it up through their, like a drinking straw. And that's why in my first chapter, if you listen to my first chapter, that when Sebastian eats, he juices his food like a green gooey soup. That's why I said that. I did not know that about spiders. I didn't know that they did that. It makes me want to stay away from spiders, believe me. The prey becomes paralyzed. Yes. So, did not mean to gross anybody out. Let's see, I'm going to put the heart on his back right here. And I'm just kind of lightly sketching this in because I know I'm going to come in and paint this. So it doesn't matter how my lines look here. I'll come back and detail it later. I'm just kind of getting his body in there. And then he's got they got kind of, most of them have 2 parts. They have, I call this the tail part, but it's probably got an official name. And the ones I saw had stripes on them, so I'm going to kind of just put some lines that way. That'll all be painted out. Let's see. He's got a leg coming up this way and a leg coming up this way. And let's give him some Let's give him some long. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's going to be a long leg here. I'm putting a kneecap right at the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to put his claw down here. I might paint that out a little bit more. That's pretty long. But let's do another one over here. And like I said, I'm just kind of not really trying to draw pretty straight lines and everything, because I know all this will get painted when I get putting paint on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one of the articles that I read about spiders said that they have kind of like little claws at the end. And I kind of made them hairy. So, and then he's got another one coming out this way. I might want that to go up a little bit more. Good night, Tina. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm kind of looking at my sketch. So if I'm missing somebody coming in, welcome. I'm doing another sketch of Sebastian. Sebastian is a good-hearted, mean little ornery spider. He's kind of an ornery little spider with a mean heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll put his other claw down in here. Oh, that's a long leg. That's okay. That's because I'm doing this live. So, 2, 3, 4, and we'll put that other one there. We'll put this other one up in here. 2. And by the time you get 6 of these legs drawn on here, it really does start to look something like a spider. Just lost her appetite. Rose, hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I think his body needs to be a little bit bigger there. I guess I just grossed Rose out telling you how spiders ate. It's kind of a cute, well, not cute. What do I want to say? It's kind of cute to think about it, but when you really start thinking about it, it's kind of gory. I mean, I thought it was cute that that's how he made his soup. And then I put some circles in here. I'll just draw some, because this will all get painted. I just want to get a shape of his body coming in here, where his legs will be. And I'm not worried that if it's out of proportion or anything like that. I'm just having fun with it. Okay. And this eye is here and here, and then he's got 4 eyes here and 2 eyes off over here. Now he's kind of hairy. Spiders have a lot of little hairs on their on their face and even on their legs, but okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see what's going on. Crystal says, doctor asked me how long I was going to have to wait to come in. I could have died, so I ended up on the couch for a week. Oh, Crystal. My goodness, I don't know what's happening, but that sounds pretty scary. Now in here, I made his legs. I started out with kind of giving them an orange wash and the gold heart. And I'm going to do that here too. I'm just going to spot of orange, maybe a spot of that Georgia clay, because I like that Georgia clay. And green. This is a pretty green. I've almost used it all. This came from Lisa at Scrapping Life Away in that box of Michaels that she sent to me. I really like that green. I'll need a little black, but not much. I've got some up in there to make it dark. And Let's see, what else here? A darker green. I'm just putting my colors down now. Kind of a darker green. I thought I had a brown here. Let's get at this yellow. This is an apple barrel. This is King's Gold. This is for his heart. Let's put it over here. Thought I had a red out. I do. No, that's the Georgia clay. Let me reach over here. This is the brown. Ooh, I left the cap open on this. Let me pull the... brown. And I want a red. Here it is. This is a Flamencio red. Same spider. Something. I missed that, Janet. Okay. Now, I actually did wash out my brushes today. Because I'm just using little craft brushes on these. And where's my water spritzer, water spritzer? Here it is. I want to make a wash. I think I'm just going to spray the page. Because I sketched this in a permanent marker pen. And I'm just going to, and I don't care, if you watched me paint Sebastian on the desktop there, you'll see where I painted in all the green, and then I came in and I filled his entire body with kind of an ivory color. So most of what I put in here got painted away, but then I go back. So when I put in these, I don't care if I'm outside the lines. I just want some color in there. Because I'll go back over this. I'm just putting this in as a wash. Just to say there's a leg there. And now let's go in with the green since... And I am using a brush to do this. The Sebastian that I did in my video. Oh, I missed one. I missed his back legs. Let's go back and I need to get a towel here. Let's go back and do his back legs. Just spray some water on him. And I'm not watching the chat too much. I'm looking up every now and then. Once in a while we see a black, hairy looking spider. Those are real creepy. Sounds creepy enough to me. I don't see many spiders around here. We've got, well, I wouldn't say I see a lot of frogs around here either, though. But we don't have a problem with them, and we don't have a problem with mice. We do have cats that roam the neighborhood, and I think they keep our mice population down. So I don't worry too much about that. But I do shake out my shoes if I haven't worn them for a while. So right now what I'm doing now is putting in the background, kind of background color, an undercoat. And you know what? This page is going to get really wet too, but I don't care. I'll probably do this to a certain point and then have the drawing and then finish it offline and then send it to the winner. Because I like to, when I'm working on things, I like to finish them up when I can really do a lot of detail work on it, and I can't do that while I'm standing up in a live session. I don't have the best setup. But I can get the general idea of him in here. Okay. Now he does have green in his body, and I'm just going to kind of paint it in there. It will, in here, I think I made it a darker red, brown color in the one that I did on my desktop. And then I need that blue. What did I do with my blue? I didn't get my blue out. Let's get some blue. Purple. Let's get purple for a nice Halloween color. So I usually try to have my sketches done that I'm going to have for the giveaway, but I just didn't get them done this week. It was just a crazy week. It went really fast for me. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure I want to put too much more on there. Let's put some of this red. I'm going to make the stripes red. Now here again, I'm just putting in what I'm calling an undercoat. Yeah, like I said, I don't end up with a lot of water when I'm doing acrylic, but when I'm putting in the undercoat, it kind of helps me get the whole page covered. That's why I put the water on that. Just kind of like, almost like a watercolor. I'll put some blue. And his face, the face of the spider that I looked at was kind of like a brown, white, tannish color. Kind of a cross between a tan and a gray. And now I'm just going to kind of put in some blues in here. Now I'm getting to where I'm wanting to play with it and get more into detail. And I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do that here. Let's put his gold heart in. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'll get a good start on this tonight during the live. And we'll go ahead and have the contest. And I'll finish this up and do a video of me finishing it up so you can see the finished piece. Because I'm very wary of this because I can't get to the detail that I want standing up. I'm just going to kind of darken his face a little in here. Put a little tan. And I'll come back and do a lot more to him. Let's put some greens in here. The greens are easy because it's kind of simulating grass or the ground or the area that he's living in. And really I can kind of mix that with some purples and blues. Make some dark areas in there. lighter greens. Oh, that's a pretty green. I'm just about used it all though. I'm getting pretty much down to the bottom of it here. Let's go back to this other green. And like I said, I'll go back and put in details in it tomorrow. I'll work on it while I'm working on my Inktober. But I got the shape of his body in there. Let's put some of this blue. Since I've got the paints out, let's just put some blues up in here. Some gray blues. Some of these blues aren't the blues that I thought they were. They're more of a gray blue. And I'm wanting more of a sky blue. I don't have my white now, but I'll go back over that. This will... Sorry, guys. Where's my little... There we go. Thanks for sticking with me when I fall out like that. So I have him all started. I don't want to do too much more to him now because I'm afraid I'm going to mess him up. But I'll go ahead tomorrow and work on him and finish him all up and get him all detailed, hopefully even better than this one. Put in some leaves and do the painting back in here. Give him a face and work on his legs. This is just watercolor paper, Crystal. Yes, it's this Canson XL. Here, let me get it here. Canson XL. 140 pound, 9 by 12. This way. So I'm going to quit on that. Let's have the contest for it. Let's have the contest for it. If you think that you would like to have the finished, this is unfinished. I'll finish it up tomorrow. I'll do a video and finish it up on my video. We've got 15 people in here. So you got a pretty good odds of winning. I want to wash this brush out, or at least put it in the water. And I don't want to put my paper and my paint up at the top. Okay. So, let's make the number between 25 and 60. Yeah, I'm back. If we lose a connection while I'm actually doing the contest, I'll have to, yeah, we haven't done it yet, Crystal. We're just getting started. The numbers will be, but I want to say, if it disconnects, don't say anything yet. Don't say, hi, Bonnie. Let's change the range, because don't say anything till I say go. But if it kicks me out during the contest, I will restart the whole contest again, because I just don't want to fool with possibly losing out and cheating somebody. So unless I can get a full, complete contest, I'll start it again. So let's choose between 125 and 175. This is the range of numbers. Don't say anything till I say go. 125 to 175 will be the number. When I say go, you'll say a number between that. And then when I say stop, we'll go back and look at the closest number. And hopefully, if we have two people, like we did on the socks, two people who get on each side of the number, I'll do another sketch and send one to both of you, okay? That's how, these are fun sketches for me. So I'm going to write down a number between 125 and 175. Go! I'm going to give you plenty of time here. All right, 10-second warning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The number was, I thought some of you got pretty close. 161 was the number. So let's see who got close here. Lisa was 167. She was 6 away. 131, 154. 154 is 7 away. 133, 144, 142. I think it probably goes to Lisa Swank. So Lisa, I know you're on Facebook because you are an admin mod in my year 2017. Lisa Swank also has a channel, Artful Inspirations, Lisa Swank. If you haven't found her channel, go check it out. So Lisa, does that look fair, guys? I don't know, only 7 people? Maybe they didn't want the spider. Lisa, do you want the spider? If you want the spider, send me your address on Facebook. Oh, hi, Patricia. I'm sorry. Patricia, there'll be plenty of it. Okay, thank you. I'll finish him. It's kind of wet right now. This is really just background painting. I'll finish him off when I can really sit down and concentrate on it. And I'll finish it off and get it off to you. So, but Patricia, I'll be having contest. Hi, Rena. Welcome. I'll be having contests in almost all of my lives of one sort of another. So that contest is over with. And you know what I want to do? Is I want to get my big brush here. And I want to smear this paint before I put my hands in it. And I'm just going to kind of, I don't want to mess up all my leaves, but I don't want puddles of paint either. So I'm just kind of smishing it down onto the top of my drop paper here. Because knowing me, if there's a puddle of paint, I will find. I'll probably find it anyway, but if I kind of smear it out a little, it dries faster than if it's in a puddle. And I'll probably go back in and stamp over this with my leaf stamp, but I'm not going to do it while it's wet. All right, that's good enough. Now, the other thing that I thought I would do while we're here, I told you I was watching Dee Dee Willingham. She inspires me so much. And she did, in her episode 11, we were mind mapping. See, I put that, but that's just scrap paper. I am going to get out this wax paper and put it over this. Wet paint. Hold it a minute. I don't care if wet paint gets on my wax paper. I just don't want to put my stuff in it. There. All right. And Dee Dee Willingham, in her last Society of Idea Collectors, did a mind map, sort of Halloween. She took the topic of Halloween, and then in her live session, everyone was telling things that were associated with Halloween. And then she chose 3 numbers, and that's how she got her squirrel with a mummy and with its leg caught in spider web. So I thought it would be fun to do something similar. I have 32 numbers here. I'll put my pen in there. I want to reach over here. Janet, give me a number between 1 and 32. Good night, Ian. Thanks for coming. 16. Thank you. Lucia, are you here? Lucia, if you're here, give me a number between 1 and 32. I don't know. She might have dropped out. I can't tell if she's here or not. Lucia, would you give me a number between 1 and 32? 25. And, Gail, I know you're here because you said goodnight to Ian. Gail, give me a number between 1 and 32. 24. Okay, we got 24, 25, and 16. So I'm going to go back over to this chart that we had. This is kind of fun for me. Oh, 16. You picked a good one, Janet. Werewolf. A werewolf? I have no idea what a werewolf looks like. 25 is up here. And it is a spider, of all things. A werewolf and a spider. I know a lot more about spiders than I did before. And 24 was a skull. So what we have is a werewolf, a spider, and a skull. I'm not going to do it here tonight because I think it'd take up too much time. But I'm going to use these as an inspiration, a furry spider with a skull on its back. Oh, a skull on... All right, Janet, let me write this down. How does the werewolf get in there? A furry spider with skull on its back. I could do that. I can visualize that. How does the werewolf... Oh, the werewolf is furry. It's furry too? Okay. So we got a furry spider and a furry werewolf. A big human-like dog is a werewolf. Okay. So a werewolf, I can't even pronounce it. It's were, W-E-R-E. It was a wolf. So it's a human-like dog. Okay, I'll have to go out and look at some images to get some ideas. And a skull and a furry spider. Or the werewolf has a tattoo of a spider. We could do both. Somehow, I'm going to have to think about this. I'll be thinking about it. Why not a hairy spider with a skull face? Ooh, that's a good idea. Wow. Wait. Hairy spider. You guys are giving me good ideas. With a skull face. Oh, I like that. Any other? Oh, with big teeth. With big teeth. Human teeth or wolf fangs? Wolf fangs? Creative juices are flowing. Wolf fangs. Okay. Wolf fangs. I'll be dreaming about this creature tonight. I'll be having nightmares. Okay, so you guys have given me an idea, but you know what? I want to have another contest. I have no idea. Werewolf in a spider costume. Werewolf in spider costume. Anything else that I can write down here? This is my society for blood dripping from his teeth. Dee Dee would love you guys. Blood dripping from teeth. You know, I'm going to put, let's see, I have, well, I go up to 31, I go to 30. I'm going to put here another one as 33. I'm going to put the bloody teeth here, because I think that's a good image to, that's 33. Any others? Furry spider with skull necklace hanging from its back. I have to write these down because if I don't, it loses the chat and I don't get to see it. Furry spider with skull necklace hanging from its neck. Furry spider with skull necklace. I want to know, is the skull a man or a woman? Or a child? It'd be sad if it was a child, so it's going to be a black widow. Ooh. So it's not going to be a child. I couldn't take it if it was a child. Furry spider with skull necklace hanging from neck. Any other suggestions? Carrying a boombox? Lucia? No boombox? Well, what kind of music does a werewolf listen to? Howling music. Scary characters in the show. All right, that brings a question. Rap wolf spider. Rap wolf spider. So is he listening to rap? Michael Jackson's Thriller. Ew, I haven't seen that. I want to give this werewolf earrings. Does that make sense? Like silver fly skull necklace. No earrings? No, I was thinking like little silver studs. Don't wolf spiders live in a trapdoor hole? A trapdoor hole. Wolf spiders in a trapdoor hole. Earrings. All right, I'll put earrings and trapdoor hole. Oh, you mean like to a trapdoor to like a cave or a cellar? Like if you're going down into a cellar and you open up the door, or like going up into the... Mary, you need to Google Michael Jackson's Thriller music video. I will. I've never seen it. I'll go Google that. Let me make a note. Michael Jackson's, I'll just put M Jackson's, what is it, Thriller music? Is that right? Thriller music video? I'll go Google that and watch it. 14 minutes long. A punk rocker werewolf with a t-shirt with a skull on it, and the werewolf gets... I lost it. The werewolf's pet is a spider. Oh, Crystal. A punk rocker werewolf. Punk rocker. WW stands for werewolf. With t-shirt. And I lost the comment. With a skull on it. With skull. And the werewolves and pet spider. Wow. You guys have given me a lot to think about. And Vincent Price. Thriller is the name of the song. Michael Jackson's and Thriller is the name of the song. Okay. Thriller is the song. Okay. And it's a 14-minute long song. You're going to have to do this project in poster size. I can do that. The size of my desktop. I was going to give it away, but I don't know if I want to give away something that large. Maybe, here's what we can do. It's not Halloween until the 31st. We'll do the poster. I'll do it poster size, just for fun. But I'm not going to give that away. What I think I'll do, because you guys have given me so many ideas, wouldn't it be fun to do some postcards or ATCs or 4x4s and have a contest next week? That would be fun. Werewolves are a wolf man that stands on its back feet. They can be over 7 feet tall. Oh, wow. Okay, so this will be for next week's contest. And I'm going to try to work in some sketches this week because I still want to promote Jerry Bellini's recycled parts for art. If you haven't found her channels yet, this week it was Chelsea, S-H-E-L space, and then the capital C. She has a channel, and she did this darling art doll out of buttons and little elements that were loose elements in the design package. Just darling. So there's some really cute things, yes. It was just darling. And then the week before, Gina Ahrens made a bracelet to die for. Yeah. So that was that. And I think, let me see where my page is. It's pretty wet over here yet. I think, let me pull I don't know, I might be able to glue the photo. Yeah, that's dry. It's wet there, but let's see, what did I do with the photo? Is it over here too? I got it, here it is. So the photo, oh, you know what though? I want to take some orange and just do or yellow wash in the background and maybe a yellow wash over her. Gold up over here, maybe. Oh, it's plugged up. Wait. And my brushes. And I just want to do a light wash because I want the text to show, but I want some color on it. And I was going to glue it down, but because I'm painting here, I'm going to let it dry. This is craft paint. It dries pretty fast, but I'm not going to tape it down. I'll glue it down when I finish up the page. This brush has got some greens in it. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. I'm just toning down the white here just to get some there. It dries pretty fast. That's pretty dry. Maybe I can go ahead and glue it down. I found these Extreme Elmer's glue sticks on sale for $1 a piece, which I thought was a bargain, so I bought some. And I'll go back and when I'm going through my pages, I'll go back and make sure that they're glued down good. But I'll just go ahead and tack it down here tonight. Just like that. Oh, I like that. And I might come back. Now I'm getting inspired. What did I do with my brush? Did I put it back in? Yes. I think what I want to do, and I can do that while we're here, is get like a, around, that might be, that's a little bit too big though. And I just want to do some circles around the board. Here's a Machinist Union pencil. It's got a pin on it. I'm going to use it. And I'm just going to come in and do some, and I think I might be able to do it with this yellow. No, I need a brighter color. How about, I don't want to do the orange. How about a white? Gail, thanks for coming. I was filing back through the comments here. Thanks for coming, Gail. I'm going to, while we're here, nobody's used this pencil in years. I'm going to use it to make some dots. Circles. Only my circles are, I need to be more careful with them. Circles. And I'm not looking at the chat. If I freeze, hold on, I'll come right back. So Aunt Beck and Laura won socks, and Lisa won Sebastian. And next week, since we did all those Halloween werewolf, spider, and skull, have a whole bunch of ideas to work from. I'll do some, I'm trying to decide if I want to do postcards or ATCs. I think ATCs might be a little small. So I might do postcard sized. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. I found out from doing my Inktober, especially with faces. Now, werewolf face might be a little easier because he's kind of creepy anyway. But I found out from doing my Inktober that I need to work on drawing small faces. My faces look a lot better if I have a lot more space, area on the page to work with. I can get a lot more expression. I'm a lot happier when I can work larger. I'm not entirely happy with all my... Hi, Sally. Thank you. Welcome, Sally. I didn't see you come in. This is wet there. I'm not happy with everything with the Inktober. I kind of have to mute my own inner critic because I'm going, oh, Mary, this is horrible. But I do learn things from each one, and I'm one to say to everybody else, just do it, you know, don't worry about making it look like a photograph. But then when I get done, I go, well, this wasn't what I was expecting. So, but some of them I do like. I love that photo of that little boy with the bare feet at school. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm just going to let this be the journaling circles. So there's not much more I want to do to this page because it's got circles in the background. And if I put too much more on it, it will get too busy. Thank you, Janet. And the thing about using a wooden pencil to do this with is you can put it in the pencil sharpener and sharpen away the paint. I don't know where this pencil came from. It's a Mechanics Union. Probably one that came from a flea market or a garage sale. All right, so I'm going to put this aside. And Peg Robinson, I don't think she's in here tonight. She was in here last week. I think she worked a show over in Iowa this weekend, a stamp show. So she's probably pretty tired tonight. But she was selling some of her extra craft supplies, like a mystery box. And so I got one, and oh my goodness, the things I got in it. But one of the things I got in it was this napkin, this fall napkin. And I thought, oh, how fun. I'm going to put this in my glue book, but I need to. And let's see. I got stuff scattered all around my room here. I did that, if I can find it. Well, let's see. I'm looking for some Scotch tape. This is a common technique, but if you've never seen it done, wrap tape around your hand, you know, make a loop of tape, and I think I saw Gina Ahrens do this. It'll grab onto the back of your table napkin really nice, separates them really nice. It kind of pulls on the white side, but that's okay. And I don't think there's another layer on this. I think this only has one layer. And I think I'm only going to use one. It's such a pretty autumn page, and I think I'm going to use, I have a teeny bit, teeny bit, if I can get it open, of Mod Podge for matte. I used this when I did that Real Simple Magazine glue book September challenge for Cindy Seinzetter's group. Or I didn't do it for their group. I did it as a part of the challenge of their group. And I think I'm going to put it right here on that yellow because that's a nice yellow background. That'll go nice there. And it fits. Oh, it fits nice. Yeah. So, let's get this out. See, I get a lot done while on Friday nights while watching you guys watch me. I'm going to work in this glue book. And this big brush probably is filled with paint. See if I can wash it out a little. But I don't care if I get paint on the page. Yep, it's filled with paint, all right. Let's see if I can wash it out a little bit more. I don't care, but I don't want it black either. I need to change my water. I've been painting Sebastian. That's how come it's so painty. I started finger painting him, but I can't get a lot of detail with the finger painting. Yeah. And I'm going to go with that. That's pretty good. Okay. So I'm just about down to the bottom of this. And I was thinking, I made one of those sponge. If any of you have watched Shannon Green, she did a glue book. Not a glue book, but a glue. And she got the idea from Vicki Ross, who got it from an art teacher, I guess. You take some sponges, kitchen sponges, and you put them in a airtight plastic container with a lid that has a lid attached to it. And you pour wait a minute. You pour your glue over it. And I made one of those. We were shopping yesterday. We did our shopping yesterday. And I made a stop at the dollar store just so I could get glue and an airtight container and kitchen sponges because I wanted to make one of those. But I put it up and I don't know where I put it. I was going to use it tonight. So I might end up not using it. I really like this. And I didn't mean for that part to get glued down already. Pull it up a little. I don't care if it tears because it's going to be covered up anyway. It's going to be a part of my glue book. Isn't that a pretty napkin? That came from Peg Robinson. It is so much more practical to do it that way instead of going through a million glues. Yes! I did that September challenge. This Mod Podge is kind of getting thick down toward the bottom. I did that September challenge for Artsy Endeavors, Cindy's group, and that Real Simple magazine. I said, how many glue sticks am I going to need? I ran out of scrap paper and I was running out of glue sticks. And I started using this Mod Podge, and this is 32 ounces. And I used a lot of Mod Podge and I'm doing the top of these too. I might have to go in but I'm going to use this in my glue book. So there'll be things glued over the top of this, so if it gets sticky, I don't think I mind too much. I am so wanting to get out my heat gun. I'm just going to set this aside and let it dry. What did I do with my glue container? I thought I had everything ready. I'm looking. I don't know what I did with it. I might have taken it in the other room because I was going to turn the glue upside down and let it drain out over it. And I thought I did that. And what did I do with it? I can't find it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I want to work in my glue book. So I'm going to get out my Elmer's glue. Sometimes it frustrates me how I can lose things in 3 feet of space. And I took that whole glue book over there, and I only wanted... I'm here. I'm looking for my glue book. I want to work in this. We started working in this last week. I guess I'm going to work on a different signature. Or am I? Okay, I will. It's kind of pretty. I think I'll work on this signature. I haven't worked in this yet. I'm going to work in that. And I'm just going to pull out images. I showed you this big box of, I'll get it out again. This big box of, this is all my fussy cuts that I got out of the Childcraft magazines. Aren't these photos darling? Here, this one's kind of sticking. Just huge. I just love these. This is a little girl. There's a little boy like him. Oh, here, he's right opposite. The little boy. I just love these black and white photos. But this folder is where I put all my Childcraft fussy cuts. And this is the box where I keep all my I'm trying to get it open. This is all my fussy cuts that I use for glue books. So this is what I'm going to be pulling images out of. And I put some more in there this week. I was sitting watching TV and just sitting there and doing some fussy cuts. So I am just going to pull images like I did last week. Not paying too much attention to what I'm pulling, but I like to think about it a little. I'm just going to pull a handful and go through them here, so you can see the images that I have. I was cutting out of the Kids National Geographic, and they have a lot of animal pictures. And they have really big, huge print. I really like that. I'm going, I want to be a kid again. I think I'll subscribe to this. I like that. Extreme Illusions. What do I have here? And then they have little, I call these little cards. A lot of animals. Be a Star. This came out of a history book. I'm fussy cutting out of a history book too. Let's see what else I have in here. I'm just going to pull some images and start gluing them down. Old cars. These are history book images. Okay. Ooh, there's a butterfly. I'll use that. That's the... I couldn't decide which one I wanted there. Wonder Woman. Some text. A summer night. Alright, that's enough for that for right now. It's a Noah's Ark one. It's an old circus one. Ooh, that's a cool one. I like that. Alright, I'm going to put all these to the side. Are you still with me? I'm just here chattering to myself. Extreme Illusion. Isn't that fun? Loose stuff all the time. It stresses my hubby out. That's funny, Lucia. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Sometimes I have to think about what I'm pulling out here. So I like this Noah's Ark on here. But I want something to go with it. This is Ichabod Crane. It was talking about discipline in school. This was a chapter on schools. But I like the colors. Maybe the topics don't go together so much, but I like the colors. Let's see. Oh. No, is that voting? Jackie Rooney. Oh, this looks like a radio show, but it looks like kids, like this was out of the history book. It looks like they are at a contest, like a school contest. Lucia says her husband feels like it's his obligation to help him look, to help you look for what you've lost. I'd let him think it. Well, I lose things too. I made that little tub of glue. I was going to try it tonight, and I don't know what I did with it. I set it down. It's in this room someplace. And I said, I'm going to use it tonight. But do you think I can find it? No. And usually when I lose things, it's in 3 feet of space. I'm going, it's usually right under my nose. This glue needs to be. I could probably use that glue stick on these. Maybe I will after this one. This Elmer's glue, I think I want to try it with those sponges. Wonder what I did with that. I'll find it after the session is over with. It gets covered up by something else and it's gone. Yeah, that's how it goes. This looks like a group of kids, like at a radio show or a contest. You know how they'd have those science contests? That's what it looks like to me, because that little gal is raising her hand. Right here, she's raising her hand, and the commentator's pointing to her. Jack Rooney, Joe Kupperman, and I can't read that one. Nancy. Nancy, looks like Nancy Cook. Last name could be wrong. Looks like it's a show. And then up here is, I know what this is because I cut it out of a history book. And this is Ichabod Crane, and he's disciplining this little guy. And this little guy here, it looks like he's getting ready to get spanked. They must have been naughty that day. All right, where's that glue stick? Let's just use the glue stick. It'll probably work a lot better. And I am finding doing these glue books are so fun. I have so much fun doing them. Look, it says be a star. I'm going to put that down here. I love to get these images from way different sources. They have no idea that they're going to be put with something else, and I love how they go together. It just amazes me how they come together. Now, I'm going to put it down there. Anyway, Peg Robinson, I bought that mystery box when she was cleaning her craft room. Oh my goodness. It was so worth the price. I did not do a Happy Mail video on it. I was too anxious to look inside of it. But papers and pens and all sorts of just little embellishment things that I'm going, oh wow, stickers, and there's some stencils in there, and I'm going, wow, I'm not hurting for art stuff now. I've had people have been really generous to me this summer, and so undeserving of it. But so thankful because I have all this art stuff to work with. Look, this I think is a railroad car. This came out of the history book too. Dining at the Depot. This was talking about these old elegant railroad cars where they had the dining, and they really did it up back then. I don't think Amtrak does that. Do I want that there? I like it with the yellow. Oh, I like the coffee pot with it. But I'm not sure I like it on that page. Let's see what other... Ooh! This page came from Cindy Signs Utter. This is one of her painty papers. This is a wax paper page. That's mine. I'm looking for a good page to... Is chat frozen? Somebody say something. I'm chattering away. Pat asked, is chat frozen? I'm not frozen. I'm still going. At least I think I am. Hello? Yeah, there you guys are. You're all here. You're just listening to me chatter away, aren't you? Do I like that? I kind of like that. And I'm going to leave this the way it is. And I think I'll put an image on the back of this. Do I like that? Let's see what else is in here. Ooh, I like this too. Oh, I like it like that. I want to put something in the bottom. See, these are these old diners. I kind of like that. Maybe going across. But this is loose leaf, so I've started doing my glue books. That's too dark. Loose leaf. That's the Wizard of Oz. I love these old photos out of the history books. Let me go reach over in here again. Oh, you know, if you go to the post office and they have those free stamp catalogs, I don't pick them up right away. I wait till they get out of date. And then I say, can I have this? And I've been bringing them home and cutting postage stamps out of them. Really pretty ones. I try not to pick them, the brand new ones, because I don't want to take something that's put there for other reasons. But if I know they're going to throw them away anyway, ooh, I'm loving these images. Okay, I'm trying to put together this page with the railroad car, but I want something in the background, and I'm loving this here, I think, and I think I'm going to put this down here, and this just doesn't quite fit. I want something across there, and I have this that was cut from something, and I think I'll just put it just like that, and like that, and maybe like that, just so it kind of fills in that gap. Oh, is that on this video, Rose? My voice was out of, that happens. That happened to me a couple weeks ago, not last week, but I froze, and I froze a couple times tonight, but I don't see that happening until the video processes, and so my voice is not, oh no. And it's okay now? Yeah. Oh dear. It's going to be another one of those videos. But you know, I'm going to leave it live. I'm going to leave it up and leave it live. And just leave it the way it is, because really my live sessions are for you guys who come on Friday nights, and people who watch the replay, it may not make much sense to them, because I'll be talking about something and my hands will be doing something else. It'll be all out of sync. I hate it when that happens. I pulled that one video when it happened a couple weeks ago. I pulled it down and I tried to sync it all up. That was a nightmare. There's no way I could get that synced back up, my voice and my hands together. Just was a total nightmare. So I just left it. I'm going, well, the lives are really for, I mean, it'd be nice if the replays looked halfway decent. But I don't think that's YouTube's fault. I think that's a data connection fault. I mean, it drops me. It's interesting, though, that sometimes it syncs everything back up fine, and then other times it doesn't. That might be YouTube's fault. But I'm not inclined to blame YouTube for that. Isn't that cool? I really do love these history images. And I'm thinking where, I'm trying to place this right up in here. I'm going to make a mark on my page. Whoops. where I want this so that when I go to glue it down, I have a general idea. I like your dancers. It could be your server too. Yeah, it could be just about anything. There's just so many things that could happen. But as long as you guys are with me and watching, and as long as my live isn't freezing, I'm going to be happy with that. And I'm just going, if it's out of sync when it processes and goes onto my page, there's just not much I can do about it. And I'm not going to worry and fret about it, because really the lives on Friday nights are for you guys. That's the way I see it. I'm loving these images. Whoops, I don't want that in there. I got a little... Let's see if I can pick this up. This is what I do. I glue it down and then say, whoops. But I'm finding that I look forward to them too, Janet. I really do look forward to Friday nights. Getting to see, it's a whole different, now these things look like they fit fairly well. What was my imagination doing to me? Doing a live is a whole different experience than just doing the... Well, now everything looks like it fits to me. Looks like I'm going to take this out. I'll put it someplace else. Why did I not think it fit? Well, I still getting a gap. I'm thinking. I'll put it back. I don't like that little white gap, but I don't need that much. But I'm going to go ahead and put it back there. I could tear these papers a little bit shorter and let those stars show through. Just like that. That's fun. And I want the windows up there, but I don't need all of this. So I'm going to fold this. Hi, Eva. That's why we're having our problems. It's Friday the 13th. Hi, Eva. Welcome. I didn't see you come in. I've been chattering away about the lives and how it's not syncing up and all of that. Put a piece of wax paper down there, and then I put images over it. I really do enjoy making these glue books. These are so fun. And you can't believe the stuff that I accumulate to cut images out of. It's kind of a shame, in a way, to cut some things up, but when you stop and think about it, most of these magazines, maybe not the history books, but even some of the books, if they don't sell, they'll get thrown away. So why not use them while you have them? And why not enjoy them? And maybe when I'm done with them, who knows what will happen to these glue books, but they've been repurposed. I really do like that. I do like that a lot. So this is how it started. Be a Star. And with this page, with Ichabod Crane and the kids, I feel like I need something in here, some text. I'll watch for something. And then we come over this way, and we've got here, these are almost stars in a way. I love those kids. Ooh, I like them right there. I do like them there. And I think I'll leave these. This is out of an old needlework book. Maybe if I zoom in, I'm going to touch my camera, so you're going to see a little jiggle. Zoom in a little. There. These are out of a needlework book. That's an old sampler, old floral work. I'm going to leave those. I got my pen under there. So you guys have big plans for the weekend? I don't. I'll be at home. I'm going to work on my spider that we started tonight. I'll work on that tomorrow. I want to get my Inktober. I want to get my Inktober caught up. So I'll be making videos tomorrow. What else do I have here? Extreme Illusions. Yeah, I have that Mod Podge on here, so it's kind of sticky. Yeah, save that for another. Buffalo Bills. Kind of like this Wonder Woman strip. She's kind of fun. You know, I kind of like her. I'd kind of like her right in here. Like that. And maybe put an image here. I'm thinking. Buffalo Bills, Wild West. I get to the point where I've seen these and I want to go pull some more. I love this image of this little girl looking in the mirror. Ooh, I kind of like her right down in there. Because I got the little kids over there. And maybe some... It was rapture enough to just sit there beside him in silence, alone in the summer night, in the white splendor of moonshine, with the wind blowing down on them out of the pine woods. That must have been a quote out of a book. It doesn't really fit the little girl. Oh, let's see, what else do I have in here that I think fits? I have a whole bunch of, these are from those stamp catalogs. When I cut up those stamp catalogs, if I can pull some out here. These are all postage stamp images from those stamp catalogs. So cool. But like I said, I try to leave them, you know, I'll watch. And if I think they're getting old, I'll ask if I can have them. And they're free anyway, but I don't feel right taking them right away. I'm looking for some more images. I think it's more fun to go through these images than anything. Here they're working in World War II. That's a World War II. Ooh, I like this one. Lucia says she can't find her glasses and she just had them on. And guess who's helping? Lucille's your husband helping you find the glasses? Have you looked on your head? I don't know what I did with that glue, that sponge glue container. I was going to use it tonight. Rosie the Riveter. This was all talking about World War II. This guy, I like this image. This guy was, I don't remember his name, but he was big on supporting women who worked, you know, women's workers' rights back in the late 1800s, 1900s. But I really do like that. It looks like they're in a group and they're sewing, maybe a garment industry. I like that. I like these two together almost. This is more 1950s. It's almost more fun to go through the images than it is to glue them down. Pocket. In your pocket? Are they in your pocket, Lucia? I'm looking for some images. That clock, I'm going to use it someday. I keep pulling it out. I even saved the wrapper off of my bar of lava soap. One of the gals, Carol, I was complaining about how messy my hands were, and she said, go buy you a bar of lava soap. So I did. Ooh, I like that image. All right. We got to put something down yet tonight. Be a star. Ages, oh no, ages plus stages. Clock. Okay. I want to do one more page here. I'm deciding. I really do like this, and I like that. That's kind of an interesting article. That's the Barnum and Bailey Circus. Newsweek. She looks like a scientist. I don't know what she's doing there. Oh, no, that looks like a phonograph. They're playing tennis, and she's driving a car, and that's Rosie the Riveter. Huh. Okay. I got to get some of these images out of the way so that I can see what I'm doing. Oh, that's Mother Teresa. An old car. Okay, I'm going to decide where I'm going to put these. These don't even look like they were folded in half. Where did this come from? I don't think this was part of my glue book. This looks like it came out of my magazine journal. A couple pages fell out of my magazine art journal. I was going to use them as glue books. Pages. Okay, that was when I was putting it together. I haven't fallen out since I got it all glued back together. I like these. I almost want to fussy cut them though. But if I find a page like this, I could almost make it a flip image. Do Janet's flip. Or just leave it until I bind it. I'm thinking, and I'm loving this garment industry page too. I just had them, and I have it moved from my desk, and I did find my last earphones. Rose says, Eva, my fave woman's history stuff is antique journals. Oh, antique journals. A book of quilt of words. Cool. Can the ladies go on the center blue page? Let's see. Here? Oh, that's a good idea. I'm almost wanting to make them a flip, Janet. Make them a flip. Make it a double flip, so you have to flip this one up and then flip this one up. You know, that's kind of like a scrapbooking technique. I like that idea. Janet, you are full of good ideas. You need to start making videos. You need to start a channel, Janet. Well, no matter what I do with this, I'm going to leave these here. I like those there. But I do think I'm going to make a flip out of it. But if I put them on the center of the page, I really don't need to make a flip out of it. The only reason I would make a flip out of it would be so that the blue showed through. But you get a lot of blue there, and it's just solid blue. I like that. That's what I'm going to do. Now see, I covered my wax paper up with all these images that I pulled out. If I can get it out here. This was what I was using to glue with. By the way, I do that when I'm alone too. There. So, okay. I'm not watching chat. I'm concentrating on getting a lot of glue on this. But I do go back later. I don't know about these glue sticks, though. Sometimes I find I'll come back 2 or 3 days, maybe a week later, and I'll find that I have to re-glue things. I like putting it off center because then I get some glue. Some blue! I like those there. I need some glue in there. I like those. Very cool. Thanks, Janet. That was a good idea. So let's see what I have here. I have been going for 2 hours and 14 minutes. Are you guys getting tired? I like this garment industry one. I kind of like the retro feel of this book with the dining car, and this looks like an old musical, and the dancers, the old school. This is really a retro segment, and this really does fit in here as far as the ooh. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is snip him off and maybe put him up in here. Nothing says that he has to stay on the corner. I'm going to snip him off. Like that. And I don't mind if I have white edges around my images. This is just a glue book. Now I want something in there. You know what, though? I found this. I like to put text in the background. Like I got an old newspaper here. Mechanics Hall. New York, the destruction of Warship, Maine. I don't know if I want to use that. This is a Voyage musical. I kind of like, but I want something. I'm thinking... This is just plain purple. How about the butterfly? No. Use that little piece of flag you cut off. All right. But where is it? It was here. Here, let me go through. That's a good idea, Janet. But where is it? It's a flag, but it's not the... I don't know where it's at, Janet. It's always when you want it, you can't find it. Did you see where it went, by any chance? I love the idea. Well, here, let's do this. Let's start. Mother Teresa, an old car, Rosie the Riveter. I love that. They're playing tennis there. I'm looking for the piece of flag that I cut off because I like that idea. It's probably way down at the bottom. Ooh, I like this. And the diner. Now see, I'm seeing things that, I think these were some gypsies. Not sure. I think it was talking about the Depression era. I call them gypsies. They may not have been gypsies. They may have just been unemployed. No choice. Mission Impossible. There it is. Found it. That's a good idea. Put him up here. Put this here. Can go up a little bit more. And just layer it that way. Something like that. Put this piece on first. Good night, Pat. Laura, did you leave? Good night. If you left. It's getting kind of late. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours. Time really goes fast. I'm going to pull this up. Time goes fast on Friday nights. Put that there. And then put this kind of right there. That was a good idea, Janet. Yes, it goes fast. And you guys gave me such fun ideas for the... I think I'll do postcard size with the werewolf and skull. And I have to go back and look at all those notes. There. Okay, let's look at what we got. These I'm going to save for here because I think these are some fun images that can go in there. And I'm going to just fold them in the center here. Right in here. Let me just kind of take these and put them over in my fussy cut box. I hate calling it a scrap box because they're not really scraps, they're fussy cuts. Scraps are scraps. These are not scraps. All right. I'll pick up what fell on the floor after the... So we have Be a Star. The kids, it looks like they're in some sort of a contest going on there. And the Ichabod Crane schoolroom. I almost like Mission Impossible here. I do like that right there. That's where it's going. just give it a little something to look at. And then on this, we started putting those vintage children off over here. I started putting one there, and then I decided I went on with something else. And we looked at these. Then I did this with the dining car and the dancers, the play that's going on here, and the American flag, the flag, and this could almost be a star here. And then we did the... Janet, you're just full of good ideas. The ladies here, we'll find something more to go on this. And then the last page was this one with the guy who was the advocate for the women's rights working in the... Looks like they're a garment industry, but I could be wrong there. So I am going to call it a night. Thank you guys for coming and putting up with all the silliness that goes on with the technical problems and giving me such good ideas for for the Halloween. You too, Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck, I'm hoping to be able to watch more videos this weekend. Have a really good weekend, everyone. Take care. And I don't know, Lisa, if you're still here, but if you're watching the replay, stay safe with all those forest fires out there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Rose. Good night. Everybody have a really good weekend. Good night.